What's up, guys? Fishbricks85 here. Today we're taking a look at this battle damaged Godzilla and this battle damaged Kong from the Godzilla vs. Kong movie that just came to HBO Max in theaters a couple days ago. Now, I admit I did watch it the first day it came out on HBO Max, only because theaters have not quite yet opened in my town due to COVID. I am kind of hoping, I heard rumors that they're supposed to be opening this weekend, so I'm hoping that's the fact, because if the theater does open, even though I already seen this movie, I'm gonna go watch it again just to get the whole big screen, you know, popcorn soda experience in a movie theater. I haven't done that in over a year, so I'm kind of hyped, hoping that'll happen this weekend. I have to say, Godzilla vs. Kong was probably the best MonsterVerse movie since the 2014 Godzilla movie came out. Of course, we've got Kong Skull Island, we've got Godzilla, which came out first in 2014. I want to say that Kong Skull Island, I think, came out in 2016. And then 2018, we got Godzilla King of the Monsters, which was also really good. I thought Kong Skull Island was really good. I thought King of the Monsters was pretty good. I thought that, you know, Godzilla was only alright. I mean, it was kind of cool, but I feel like these movies really just kept getting better as they kept going, and I really thought that they really kind of got the recipe down for Godzilla vs. Kong. I feel the movie felt a little rushed. I felt they could have went different directions. I'm trying to do this without giving away spoilers because I don't know if everybody's actually seen the movie yet, so I don't want to give away some things. There was some stuff in there that really blew my mind. Some cool things they did with Kong that I really liked. Some cool things they did with Godzilla that I really liked. Of course, I can go ahead and talk about Mechagodzilla because I think that spoiler is already out and about. I think everyone pretty much knows Mechagodzilla is going to be in the film. Everybody pretty much knows what Mechagodzilla is going to look like. Which I actually went on a toy hunt today at my local Walmarts. I went to both Walmarts. I was hoping to see Mechagodzilla on shelves as an action figure. I would have liked to have picked that up and added to this collection here. Unfortunately, they haven't hit my city yet, and you know, that could be a whole different rant. I'm a little upset that we got this cool movie. When I was a kid, I remember action figures would always hit the stores before the movie ever did, so you got to get this whole line of collection of figures before you ever saw the movie, which they did that to a degree with Kong and Zilla. They just, I don't know why they didn't release Mechagodzilla. I guess they were trying to hold that back so we didn't know about it. They didn't want to release that, but then they ended up letting it out anyway, and the figures ended up hitting in other countries, I think, in other cities, and big rant for me right now is just a lot of figures that I'm seeing in other cities and other towns, not just in the Godzilla franchise, but also in like the Jurassic World franchise. You know, great new figures. I just wish I could get my hands on them. I'm tired of seeing empty shelves in my neighborhood, in my town. But anyway, that's a whole different round. I'm not going to go into that. I've went off enough about this movie. Let's jump into these figures. This is actually Battle Damaged Kong, which he actually comes with the Godzilla fin hammer, which I don't have presently in hand. I do know where it is. I just was kind of lazy and didn't get it out for the video. I gotta say, I kind of like the hammer in the movie, even though it did feel a little bit Thorish to me. That's one of the things that I felt like they could have done different. I'm not gonna give any spoilers onto how that goes about or anything. You know, there's just some things I would like to have seen done with that hammer that weren't done, that I was a little bit disappointed in, but I can live with it. Like I said, I think they felt that maybe Godzilla and King of the Monsters was a little drawn out. I don't feel Kong Skull Island was quite as drawn out as those films were. So I feel they kind of did, like, maybe they rushed it, cut the storyline, you know, cut corners and tried to make things straight to the point as much as they could, which I think was good and made it a good film. I do hope that we get to see some kind of extended version in the future where we go from an almost 2-hour movie to maybe a closer to a 3-hour movie. I would like to see some deleted scenes and some things that we didn't get to see in the original theatrical cut. I was also disappointed that there is no post-credit scene after the credits. We don't get to see anything, but I feel like they hinted in the movie for possible direction they may be going in if they do any future movies. I know right now the fate of the MonsterVerse is kind of up in the air, and we don't really know that we're going to get any more of these movies. This may be the end of it. And if it is the end of it, you know, I feel like they went out on a pretty high note. They totally redeemed themselves from the old Japanese version, I guess, of Kong versus Godzilla. This was, you know, Legendary did a great job. The American Studios did a great job. These figures are really cool. I really like these action figures. I didn't care about getting the big 12-inch ones, really. I like to keep my figures more small scale. So to me, these are perfect size. Kong seems a little short to me. I feel like they could have, I don't know, he's kind of standing up straight-legged, I think. I don't know, his knees kind of bend. He doesn't want to stand up too straight. He kind of stays crouched over like a monkey. But anyway, it was some great battle scenes. I thought we got some great stuff. I did feel like the movie kind of focused a little more towards Kong than Zilla. But I think maybe that's because Zilla got his limelight in King of the Monsters, so to speak. So maybe, but either which way, I mean, I thought it was a fair amount for both characters. I thought they really made them feel like characters instead of just these giant beasts fighting. They actually gave them personalities, and they really came across that when they were like roaring and yelling at each other, that we could really understand some emotions in that, and we could almost understand them as if they were actually speaking words that we understand to each other. So, you know, I gotta say, for all in all, I think it was a pretty good movie. I totally recommend it. If you guys haven't seen it yet, or you're a little bit leery about seeing it, I recommend you see it. I think with COVID being around in the time of the filming, and you know, all the delays that we went through and the waits and everything, I feel they did the best they could. I really do. Like I said, there's some things I would like to have seen a little different. I would have liked a little bit of a longer film, but I'm not going to complain. It's definitely a movie I want to add to the collection when it does come to DVD and Blu-ray. I definitely got to pick it up. Now, let's get back to these figures. I'm just going on and on about this film when I should be talking about these figures. Let's see, right here, we can actually see where, like, if Godzilla were to bite Kong and rip out a piece of him right there, you can see some muscle underneath, and the skin actually comes off. And then we got the same kind of battle damage going on across Godzilla's chest over here, where I would say Kong probably hit him with the axe. If I can get it to even. Come on. Let's see here. Come on. Come on. There we go. So there's the battle damage on Godzilla across the chest, where you can see some red muscle underneath. And then, of course, same over here. This is him actually lit up kind of a bluish color, like he's probably getting ready for his atomic breath. This version did not come with atomic breath, like Kong over here. Kong came with his hammer. Godzilla actually came with like a beat up tower. I don't have the accessories up here. I don't feel like they're that important for this video. I really wanted to focus more on the figures. I do like the detail in these, and I like they're made pretty good. They're pretty sturdy. Got kind of a soft rubber going on in the dorsal fins, which is kind of cool. The detail's not too awful bad. I don't feel like they put a whole lot of budget or thought into these figures, but I feel like for what they are, they're pretty good. I really like Godzilla's feet. I really like what we did with this American Godzilla this time around versus that horrible 1999 Incantation. I mean, that movie was good for what it was, and it holds a place in my heart, but I always had a problem really seeing it as Godzilla. I thought of it as more like a giant iguana, where this to me just feels more like Godzilla. One beef that I have with this Godzilla is I've always felt they made him look a little fat. I think they kind of slimmed him down in the Godzilla vs. Kong movie. He doesn't look quite as fat, but I feel like, you know, these movies are just them playing with this whole new thing. We've never really done this before. I mean, you know, these MonsterVerse movies have always been more of a Japan thing, where you got people in suits on giant sets, you know, to look like buildings that they're kicking over and destroying. So, you know, America's never really played around with that too much. One complaint that I say that I have about Godzilla vs. Kong, it did have a very Pacific Rim feel about it, and if you guys see the movie, I'm pretty sure that'll come across. You'll get what I'm talking about when I say that. Again, I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but just keep Pacific Rim in mind when you think about this film. And again, that's okay. You know, these are kaijus, and this is what it's supposed to be about, so I'm all in all pretty okay with that. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. This is Kong versus Godzilla, the action figures. I believe these are by Playmates or Mattel. I actually think Playmates. I don't think these are made by Mattel. But anyway, I feel like Playmates did okay for what they did, you know. I feel like it came out pretty good. Anyway, guys, hope you liked the video. As always, if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up down below. And as always, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.